The Brownsville South Padre Island International Airport welcomes a new commercial airline, and it's taking you to an international destination. Mayors from the South Texas Alliance of Cities come together in Brownsville to discuss the ongoing Texas drought, economic development in border cities, SpaceX, and more. And a Brownsville family is grateful to a police officer who jumped into action right in the nick of time to save their baby. Your BTV News begins right now. Good day, Brownsville. I'm Marcy Martinez. Welcome to this edition of Brownsville TV News. We are coming to you from the CMD complex in downtown Brownsville. So glad to have you with us. We begin at the Brownsville South Padre Island International Airport. A new commercial airline has arrived in the city, and it offers you an international destination. Aeris Airlines will take passengers to and from Monterrey, Nuevo León, Mexico, in what is being billed as an efficient and service-centric trip. Brownsville TV News reporter Jennifer Galvan leads us off. She has our top story.
Monterrey, Nuevo León is really a big economic driver in Mexico, and then Brownsville, the Port of Brownsville, and everything that's happening with SpaceX is a big driver in the Rio Grande Valley and Texas. So being able to bring our families, our business community together in a very simple, direct, nonstop flight, I think is going to be instrumental in forging better relationships and better connectivity between both countries.
Aeris Airlines is now selling airline tickets on its website, customer service call center, and through travel agencies for flights that will take travelers on a non-stop 50-minute flight from the city of Brownsville to the city of Monterrey starting in September. Aeris Airlines is a Mexican regional airline based out of the Monterrey International Airport and operates in Mexico's northeast, southeast, and Caribbean regions, covering both domestic and international routes. Monterrey's International Airport serves the greater Monterrey area and operates flights in Mexico, the United States, Canada, Latin America, Asia, and Europe, with an estimated 13 million passengers a year.
We know that it's very important, the connection between the families, between the people, the business travelers, between both cities, in this case, Brownsville and Monterrey. Our flight time is 1 hour. Can you imagine to fly from Monterrey to Brownsville directly in 1 hour? And it's safer too.
The new flights to these destinations will be operated with the modern Cessna Grand Caravan EX aircraft fleet. Aeris representatives say passengers will be served with the highest standards of service, quality, and equal important punctuality. They say punctuality is what sets Aeris apart from all other airlines in their routes.
That was one of the most requested, air routes that we have, and it's a great way to connect the two countries. Right, we're a binational community. We have strong ties to Mexico, so this is just appropriate.
For Brownsville TV News, I'm Jennifer Galvan.
Aeris Airlines can be found online at flyaeris.com. Their call center at the number on your screen. You can also find them on the Brownsville Airport's website. That is flybrownsville.com. Mayor John Cowan Jr. recently hosted a group of border city leaders right here in Brownsville. The South Texas Alliance of Cities, which has a membership of 8 mayors, convened for its quarterly meeting. The alliance includes mayors from the cities of Brownsville, Harlingen, Weslaco, McAllen, Edinburgh, Mission, Laredo, and San Antonio. It was created with the purpose of collaboration, understanding, and support. Mayor Cowan says it's a good thing to come together as one so that what benefits one can benefit the others, all while tackling challenges as one region.
It's a real blessing to have this opportunity to showcase what's happening in Brownsville, obviously all the opportunity that we're taking advantage of, but also the challenges that we have. And I think a lot of other cities in the valley are going through similar issues. So I think it's always great to sit down and talk with them about, hey, how are we handling, for example, the water issue in a bigger context from a regional perspective. What can we do better, right? And I think being able to talk as a group and also talk to the White House, right, about our concerns, and that helps use our voice to promote the region and what we need, right? Get more resources.
The South Texas Alliance of Cities is young in its development, but is proving to be an effective method of communication and unity amongst mayors in the cities represented. Continuing coverage of the Alliance mayoral meeting, the recent gathering covered economic development efforts to address the drought impacting Texas, immigration, and more. Mayor Cowan hosted the second meeting scheduled by the Alliance since its inception. It gave him the opportunity to showcase success stories from right here in Brownsville. Brownsville TV News reporter Laura B. Martinez has this report.
Obviously, we're the largest city in the valley, and I think we have probably the most going on in terms of economic development with everything that's happening at SpaceX, to the Port of Brownsville, to our historic downtown revitalization. I think it's it's a great way to showcase all the positive things that we're able to tell as a region that what's happening, right? And I think that's what we're trying to work on, is how can we tell our story on the state level and at the federal level.
Economic development was a key focus of the STAC meeting, and it was SpaceX and a tour of Starbase that was a highlight for attendees. Brownsville City Manager Helen Ramirez took the lead in presenting about economic development during the STAC meeting. She discussed the city's economic boom, which is being fueled by international trade, new residential and commercial developments, and the expansion of SpaceX operations. With its approximate $3 billion infrastructure invested at Starbase, SpaceX has created more than 6,000 jobs in Cameron County to date. It has boosted the economy to the tune of $903 million gross economic output in the national economy.
As you can see, we have a very strong voice. We work towards promoting a common platform, right, that of issues that all affect us, but also work towards solutions that we all agree on. So I think, again, I'm really proud of this group and doing it in a nonpartisan way. I think that's really very important in this age of polarization, and show that leaders do care about what's right for our citizens.
The STAC meeting included a video conference with Tom Pettis, director of the White House Office of Intergovernmental Affairs. During the call, he discussed the impacts of recent federal policies on drought issues and immigration. The City of Brownsville's Office of Emergency Management and Homeland Security also presented on the Brownsville model, which has had a role in the city's successful efforts to manage migrant crossings into the United States. The Brownsville model is a highly structured, efficient process designed to ensure that non-resident migrants are effectively guided through their transition into the U.S. Their journey begins at the city's Welcome Center, which is designed to assist the non-resident migrants by providing them with crucial resources, information, and support. The Brownsville Public Utilities Board discussed the U.S.-Mexico Water Treaty and the Stage 2 drought status the Brownsville community is facing. Another highlight of the STAC meeting was a presentation and tour of the Port of Brownsville. The team from the port showcased their property leasing agreements growth with tenants such as Rio Grande LNG and Texas LNG, who have total combined investments of approximately $22 billion here in Brownsville. For Brownsville TV News, I'm Laura B. Martinez.
The next South Texas Alliance of Cities mayoral meeting is scheduled for October. It will take place in the city of McAllen. More details will be announced as the date approaches. Brownsville's elected officials recognized for their efforts within our community. The mayor and city commissioners have been awarded with the City Council of the Year Award. The Texas City Management Association presented our elected officials with the esteemed accolade at their annual conference hosted recently on South Padre Island. The award recognizes and honors the outstanding Texas City Council or Commission that has made significant contributions to local governance and the community it serves. Each year, TCMA selects the honoree based on criteria such as ethical governance, prioritizing public welfare, effective policymaking, financial responsibility, supporting professional development, and fostering good relations among commission members. Congratulations to our city commission members for this remarkable achievement. In other news, driving around Brownsville is getting a lot smoother thanks in part to the city's capital improvement projects that are underway now. The projects are putting transportation infrastructure at the forefront with repairs and widening of streets. Brownsville TV News reporter Monica Yanez files the report.
Drivers in the city of Brownsville are experiencing smoother commutes thanks to major reconstruction efforts over the past year. These improvements are part of a citywide effort to enhance road conditions and improve traffic flow for residents and visitors alike.
So within the last year, we paved Price Road from Paredes to the Expressway and Old Portersville Road from Price Road to Coffeeport. Those were mill and overlay projects that we did in-house. Our in-house crews did those, but it was a team effort of all branches of engineering public works worked together to get that done.
A major project EPW assisted in was the reconstruction of Stagecoach Trail on the north side of town.
Reconstruction of Stagecoach from Morrison Road to Alton Gore. We basically rebuilt that road, added curb and gutter, added sidewalks, and also a 10-foot shared use path.
The full street reconstruction of Stagecoach Trail was funded by the Capital Improvements Project, which is dedicated to long-term investments in the city's infrastructure. Jose Marti Boulevard in the Brownsville Country Club area also recently underwent major reconstruction.
We actually rebuilt the whole road from scratch, added sidewalks as well, which didn't have at the time, and now we do.
The next major project EPW will be working on is the long-awaited reconstruction of Old Highway 77.
We're going to reconstruct that road, urbanize it, and rebuild, everything. We're going to add a sidewalk and a shared use path on one side as well. So we're really excited about that project.
The reconstruction of Old Highway 77 should begin sometime in September 2024. For Brownsville TV News, I'm Monica Llanas.
We invite you to review track, street, and road repairs across the city on our website. You can scan that QR code on your screen to get the latest on these projects. Upgrades continue on the water wastewater improvement project in downtown Brownsville. The city recently launched its efforts to replace and upgrade and install new water and wastewater pipelines that run through downtown Brownsville alleyways. These upgrades and repairs are improving the water flow for both businesses and residents. Some of the pipeline infrastructure is due for replacement as it has served the city for approximately 50 years.
So Brownsville Public Utilities Board is the provider of water and wastewater services. The project is being funded through the American Rescue Plan Act, and so we are replacing the water and wastewater lines in our downtown area, not only provide the capacity for our current residents and businesses, but also for our future growth in that downtown area.
The project began in early June as BPUB contractors were on site for utility line spotting in preparation for the overhaul. Approximately 4,000 feet of water lines and 14,000 feet of wastewater lines are being upgraded. The work will be completed in 2 phases, and once it is done, businesses and residents will notice a big difference. The project is expected to be completed in 2025. Brownsville's annual 100 Days of Safety 2024 campaign is underway. The campaign focuses on raising awareness among motorists for cyclists and pedestrians out on city roads and trails, especially as we are in the midst of the summer and more people are out walking, cycling, and jogging. The campaign also aims to improve public safety messaging and community relations. These efforts contribute to the city's overall effort to keep the community safe.
We have a department that has done an amazing job of being able to adapt and pivot as times change, as the city grows, as the needs grow, but resources don't always keep pace. They do an amazing job of using data and using their minds to ensure they are delivering the services that the people of Brownsville need to remain one of the safest cities in the country.
Our trails and our networks do make it safer, not just for those of us that are on the bicycle or on foot, but for the drivers as well, so that there are fewer incidents where people interact.
The 100 Days of Safety 2024 campaign is a joint effort by the city's departments. They include the Multimodal Transportation Department, the Brownsville Police Department, Municipal Court, city officials, and the Rio Grande Valley Metropolitan Planning Organization. This united approach aims to create a lasting commitment to a safer, more inclusive environment for all residents of Brownsville and nearby communities. To a heroic action caught on tape now. A Brownsville police officer jumps into action after a 911 call comes in reporting a baby in distress. The officer stepped in just in the nick of time. Here's Brownsville TV reporter Roland Olvera with this story.
Several Brownsville police officers have been recognized for their notable performances in the line of duty. Their actions show the courage and dedication of the best Brownsville police officers. One of those officers is Sergeant Olvera, a patrol supervisor who responded to a call about an unresponsive toddler.
The child was not breathing. I believe the child was about 2 years old or a little less than 2. As soon as I get there, I see her in the middle of the street. So I get there and she tells me the child's not breathing. I check him, he is not breathing, he's turning blue. So I take it from her and I try to clear his mouth, and then I put him in a downward position, and I pat him on the back. That's when I hear him go take a deep breath, like, and that's when I knew, like, okay, he's breathing now. So I keep checking him, and then he looks up at me, and I was like, okay, he's breathing now. And it's just a relief for both of us, I believe. Thankfully, yes, we go through a CPR course. That's one of the courses offered through us in the training, and it helps. It helps. Once situations like this, that's when we revert back to our training. So I think, like I said, our training. Even from my military days to my now police, and I think the training, that's what it is for, And overall, we're out here to serve the community, so it felt good to be able to do it.
The swift actions of Sergeant Olvera show his dedication to Brownsville and his ability to act quickly in life-saving situations. For Brownsville TV News, I'm Roland Olvera.
An amazing heroic act by Officer Jesus Olvera of the Brownsville Police Department. What a great ending to this story. Summer is in full swing, and so is the heat. After much anticipated renovations, the city's Parks and Recreation Department is thrilled to announce that Sam's Memorial Swimming Pool is now open to the public. The pool facility is now offering fun for the general public, but they are also offering swimming classes. These classes may serve for more than just fun. They can serve as an exercise session, as swimming is both healthy and fun. Water aerobics are offered in the morning starting at 6:30 a.m. and the pool opens for lap swimming at noon.
I would love for kids to come take advantage of that opportunity to learn how to swim, pass that down generationally, because oftentimes the people that fall victim to drownings are little ones, right, between the ages of 1 and 4. And so if we could just educate our youth to respect the water, then they can, really have fun there. We can have fun at the beach. We can have fun at the pool.
You can also enhance your swimming skills by signing up for swimming classes today. You can visit cob.recdesk.com to secure your spot. Turning to your health now, extreme temperatures continue to impact the Rio Grande Valley, and health experts say we need to take care of ourselves when outdoors. With a series of hot days, extreme heat can develop with extreme temperatures. Experts say it can be deadly. However, there are preventative measures you can take to protect yourself and your family. Here's your BTV Health Report. As summer temperatures soar, it's crucial to stay informed and safe during these hot days. With temperatures reaching record highs, it's more important than ever to be aware of the risks associated with extreme heat and take the necessary precautions. Residents are urged to protect themselves and their loved ones from extreme heat. You can do this by staying hydrated, limiting time in the sun, and using air-conditioned spaces when possible. If these measures are not taken, heat exhaustion or heat strokes could occur.
As a situation occurs and begins to happen, there are things that are important for us to start to notice. One is heavy sweating, right? Heavy sweating is an indicator of the body's ability to start trying to regulate its temperatures as heat rises.
Other symptoms include fatigue, weakness, dizziness, fainting, nausea, cool, moist skin, and rapid and weak pulses, which are all signs of heat exhaustion.
This can happen in any activity. It doesn't necessarily mean to anybody in particular, someone working on the road. This can also be a young child that's at a baseball game. It could be a parent that's at that baseball game attending it. For those that are unaware, sometimes these events are running in the middle of the day. As we move into the month of July and we start getting closer to the games of Texas, that's an all-day event. So proper preparation and prevention are going to be the keys for us.
You should begin hydrating before heading to any outdoor event and refrain from drinking anything that contains caffeine, which can cause dehydration. If heading outdoors, you should also wear sunscreen.
Sunscreen is very important. It doesn't have to be super sunny for you to experience the effects of the sun. Most people are not aware that just because it's cloudy, it doesn't mean that the sun isn't burning down on you, right? So it's very important that we take these steps to avoid, heat exhaustion and heat stroke.
By following these simple tips, you can stay safe and healthy during the hot days ahead. If you or someone you know does not have air conditioning at home, the City of Brownsville does have 2 locations at which they may find relief from the heat. The Brownsville Public Library System has 2 locations. The main library branch is located on Central Boulevard. The second is the Southmost Library branch on Southmost Road. Turning to the Games of Texas now, the big regional athletic competition is coming up, and athletes from across Texas are ready to convene right here to make their mark in their respective sport. Brownsville TV News reporter Deborah Rodriguez has more.
Preparations are underway across the city as the Summer Games of Texas Brownsville approach. City crews are preparing the venues at which more than a dozen sports will take place. Sites like the Brownsville Sports Park, the North Brownsville Park and Tennis Center, the Brownsville Event Center, the Margaret Clark Aquatic Center, and Veterans Memorial High School. This year, the city's Parks and Recreation Department, who manage the Games of Texas, are anticipating the number of attendees to be more than last year's nearly 10,000 guests.
It's a multi-sport festival. We will have close anywhere between 7,000 and 10,000 athletes, 30,000 total people in the area for 4 days. It's the largest multi-sport festival type event here in Texas, and we're one of 40 states that have state games. One thing we always say, you never know, you may be watching a future Olympian, because we have several past Hall of Fame members of TAF that have all participated in the Olympic Games. We have gold medalists, world record holders that are part of TAF in years past. So come watch your home team, come help your home team.
The games are attracting athletes, their families, and friends from across Texas. According to city officials, participants that have registered to compete are coming from Dallas, Fort Worth, Houston, Austin, Corpus Christi, Laredo, and here from the Rio Grande Valley. The Summer Games of Texas Brownsville is also building up to create an economic boom for hotels, restaurants, retail shops, and other local attractions in Brownsville.
We saw that the impact was in retail stores. I can give examples like Dick's Sporting Goods, Academy. They were all sold out on tents and lawn chairs. People were just going to outside of Brownsville also to purchase items for them to be out and supporting their athletes.
The athletic competitions this year are about 16 different sports. Games officials say there's still a chance for competing athletes to sign up. All the details can be found on the Games of Texas Brownsville website at www.gamesoftexas.com. The city of Brownsville also has opportunities for local civil groups, high school and university students to volunteer at any of the athletic competition venues. Those interested in volunteering may call area code 956-238-0185. For Brownsville TV News, I'm Debbie Rodriguez.
The Summer Games are expected to bring in more than 12,000 people to Brownsville and the surrounding communities. As a reminder, the Games of Texas are happening July 25th through July 28th. The Games are being hosted in partnership with the Texas Amateur Athletic Federation and locally with the Brownsville Independent School District. The Summer Games of Texas are indeed expected to make an impact on our local economy. As you heard in our previous report, more than 12,000 people expected to descend on Brownsville. This means big business for hotels, retail stores, and local attractions. The Brownsville Convention and Visitors Bureau is estimating a mighty impact on business.
In 2023, we had a total of $4.6 million in sales tax and $200,000 in hotel occupancy tax. That's a total of 4.8. We expect this year to receive over 10,000 athletes, and compared to 2023, a little bit over $8 million in economic impact.
Brownsville city leaders say this large-scale event is going to benefit not just Brownsville, but the entire South Texas region, as hotel bookings for the Games of Texas are being made in South Padre Island, Harlingen, and as far away as McAllen. In other news, SpaceX founder and CEO Elon Musk recently announced that he plans to move SpaceX headquarters from Hawthorne, California to Starbase here at Boca Chica Beach. Musk recently made the announcement on his X social media platform, formerly known as Twitter. Brownsville Mayor John Cowan Jr. says he is pleasantly surprised by Musk's announcement and that it has always been Brownsville's goal to have SpaceX in Brownsville.
I think it's fantastic news. I mean, it will just continue the investment in the region. It puts us on the map at a much bigger level now that we have the headquarters of the most valuable aerospace company in the world, right? I think that is it's a feather in our hat that we'll be able to say we have that here in our region, and it'll just create more opportunities for our residents and for our businesses.
SpaceX also recently announced it wants to increase the number of launches and landings it conducts at Starbase. 25 times a year is what the aerospace giant is saying, but to move forward, it needs to get approval from the Federal Aviation Administration. The FAA is planning public meetings to gather input on SpaceX's plan to increase the number of launches and landings. The City of Brownsville's multimodal transportation department is revolutionizing the way residents commute on the bus system. The B Metro is enhancing the efficiency and convenience of transportation in a major step forward. This all thanks to a smart card system recently implemented. Brownsville TV News reporter Laura B. Martinez files this report.
The City of Brownsville's multimodal transportation department is making it easier for bus riders to pay for the bus rides. Commuters can now pay for the bus rides using B Metro's mobile fare and smart card system.
They'll be able to reload the card. The card's more durable. It's like sort of like a credit card. It's faster and it's more convenient for the passenger. It doesn't need to carry cash.
When passengers board the bus, they simply need to tap their smart card on the bus's fare box. Passengers can also download the B Metro mobile fare from the Apple Store or Google Play.
They download it and it allows them to, they don't even have to come to the office. They can have the fare within their phone with a credit card. It would require them to enter a credit card to secure payments. And again, it allows them a convenience paying their fare on their phone.
Up to July 31st, bus passengers can collect free unloaded smart cards at the La Plaza at Brownsville Terminal, located at 755 International Boulevard. Beginning August 1st, the unloaded smart cards will be available for $5. Interested passengers need to go to the B Metro station to sign up for the smart card. B Metro is the largest bus transportation system in the Rio Grande Valley, with a ridership of 1.2 million people per year.
We are the first agency in the valley to have mobile fare and also smart card. Others are going to be launching, but we're the first ones ready to go and live.
For Brownsville TV News, I'm Laura B. Martinez.
Obtaining the new B Metro Smart Card is easy. You can scan the QR code on your screen and it will take you to the Multimodal Transportation Department's information page. The new City of Brownsville's internet service, Lit Fiber BTX, is one step closer to coming into your home. The city's internet service provider and partner, Lit Communities, is getting ready to enlist its first customer. Lit Fiber BTX says it will install internet service to its first customer within the week. Lit Fiber has released its service packages to the public. Take a look at your pricing options. These are based on your needs at your residence or business. You can select as needed. This new service to Brownsville is promising to change the way we do business and everyday life. Brownsville, we invite you to join the city's new internet service provider, Lit Fiber BTX. You can check out their service packages and learn more about their services on their website. Scan that QR code on your screen and learn more. Parents, if you're looking for an exciting and enriching way for your kids to spend the remaining weeks of summer, the Brownsville Museum of Fine Arts has something for you. The Art and Music Summer Camp is underway. It's offering a fantastic opportunity for children ages 6 to 12 to explore their creative and musical talent. The final 3 weeks of this summer camp are still open for registration. The camp fee includes art supplies, the use of music instruments, and a t-shirt. The camp runs Monday through Thursday from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. You can visit the museum to register in person. It is located at 660 East Ringgold Street downtown in the Midi Cultural District, or you can contact them at the number on your screen. The Gladys Porter Zoo is also hosting its summer camp, which includes Starlight Sleepovers with a variety of camps to choose from Fishtails Camp to Rainforest Discovery Camp. Kids have the opportunity to learn about animals and get to meet some up close. The camps run Monday through Thursday, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. All camps include the Starlight Sleepover, which happens on Fridays at 6:30 p.m. and ends the next morning. Breakfast, lunch, and snacks are provided. Family members are encouraged to also register for the sleepover. You can contact the Education Department to request more information at the number on your screen. That's all our time for now. Thank you for the privilege of your time. I'm Marcy Martinez. We'll see you next time.
One city. One